so today we're going to be learning about conversions, and I will show you the materials we have. Every student gets one of these. This is our chart that shows all of our conversions, customary and metric, for length, volume and capacity, weight and mass, and time. So far we've covered length, volume and capacity, weight and mass, all in customary, and I think we're up to volume and capacity in metric. Probably cover that tomorrow. So let me show you what we do in class, so you can use that to help you out while you're at home. The big rules we always like to follow, something we never forget when we're doing conversions, is big to small, small to big. And this is how we figure out our operation, because with all these conversions, we either multiply or divide. So for big to small, we're going to multiply to find the correct answer, and for small to big, we will divide. Let's do a real simple one to start out. 12 feet is equal to how many yards? Okay, so I can check my chart, and I know that inches start at the bottom, that's the smallest. Inches to feet, feet to yards, yards to miles. Well, I'm going feet to yards, so smaller to bigger. So I'm going small to big, that means I'm going to divide. The number I have that they've given me is 12 feet, so I'm going to bring that down. And the number I divide by is actually how many feet are in a yard, which it says 3 feet. So I'm going to be dividing by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 12 feet is equal to 4 yards. Fairly simple, right? Okay, let's try one a little bit harder. Let's do 46 inches equals how many feet and how many inches? Well, I know that inches are smaller than feet, so I'm going from small to big, so I will be dividing. And I know that they gave me 46. How many inches in a foot? It says right here, 12 inches in a foot, so I'm going to be dividing by 12. So I can take my 12 and divide by 46. I know that 12 times 3 is 36, so let me go ahead and multiply that. That's going to leave me with a remainder of 10. And that 10 is actually going to fit into my inches, because I have 3 feet and 10 inches. So the answer is 3 feet and 10 inches. Right? Perfect. Now, let's do one a little bit more complicated than that. Let's do 72 inches equals how many yards? 72 inches. I'm going from inches to yards, which means I'm going smaller to bigger. That's going to be another division. So I notice on my chart that I don't have inches to yard. I actually have inches to feet. And my problem wants me to go from inches to yard. So in order to do that, if I start at inches, I have to go through feet. Inches to feet, and then feet to yards. So let me go inches to feet. There's 12 inches in a foot. So I have 72, which I bring down. I'm dividing by 12. There's 12 inches in a foot. And I can do 72 divided by 12. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 1 is 27. So that equals 6. Well, that's actually 6 feet, right? So, because I had to go from inches to feet first, and now I have to go from feet to yards. So I have 6 feet as my answer, and I have to go to yards. I'm still dividing because I'm still going from small to big. So I'm going to take the division. Now I have a 6, and I'm dividing by what? Well, there's 3 feet in a yard. So I'm going to be dividing that 6 by 3, and that's going to give me 2. So 72 inches is the same as 2 yards. Okay? Not too shabby. Now let's look at one with capacity. And let's do 8 gallons equals how many quarts? Whoa. 8 gallons equals how many quarts? Looking at capacity, I see that gallons are bigger than quarts, so I'm going from bigger to smaller. And when I check my notes, big to small is multiply. So I'm going to be multiplying. I'll bring down the 8. And what number am I multiplying by? Well, how many quarts are in a gallon? It says 4 quarts. So I'm going to be multiplying by 4. 8 times 4 is 32. So 8 gallons equals 32 quarts. Okay, the last one I want to show you, we'll do this one with, let's do weight. Actually, let's switch to metric. We've done a couple of customer area. Let's do a metric units of length. Yeah, let's do that one. So for metric units of length, we have kilometers. Oops, I'll bring it down. Kilometers to meters, meters to centimeters, centimeters to millimeters. So we cover a lot here. We're going from top to bottom. And let's do one. The same rules apply. Big to small, multiply. Small to big, divide. And let's do an example here. 7.5 or 7 5/10 centimeters equals how many millimeters? 7.5 centimeters equals how many millimeters? Well, going from centimeters to millimeters, I can see that centimeters are bigger. So big to small is multiply. So I'll be multiplying. And I bring my number they gave me down, 7.5. And I'm multiplying that by how many millimeters are in a centimeter? 10. So multiply by 10. So the easiest way to do this is just to multiply straight out like you were multiplying the decimal. 0 down here, 1 times 5. So my answer up, 750. Now don't forget my 1 decimal place. My 1 decimal place goes here. So my answer is actually 75 millimeters. Got it? Alright, so if you follow this pattern, you should be okay. Just remember, when you see a decimal, go ahead and multiply it out, straight out by what it is you're converting to. And don't forget to put the decimal place back at the bottom. Good luck.